Hello and welcome back to On the Workbench. Today we're got a look at another brand new Kobalt tool for 2023. This time it is the cordless drain auger kit. This is something I'm very excited about. I think we'll round out the Kobalt lineup very nicely. A nice new addition into the plumbing space with the 24-volt lineup. Nice to see some diversification there. So advertised on the cover here, 35 feet of cable. Obviously we got a tool. Looks like it's on a stand. Battery, charger, battery advertised on the box. So on the back side, looking at the specs, perhaps the most important thing I see, we got a forward and a reverse switch to retrieve and send out the cord. We also have an ergonomic grip. We've got power. We've got the auger. We've got our lever there to control. We got a battery. Looking over here to the side, this is rated for 3-inch drains. 2 times more power than corded. Don't know how to exactly define that. Durable, 35-foot cable. Auto feed and retract. Looking at the date code, this was made in October of last year. So now let's unbox this and see what we get. So now that we've seen the specs, let's unbox this and see what we get. Opening up the box, we'll greet it with a nice large Kobalt logo. Open up the box. First thing, we've got some manuals. We've got the 4-amp-hour battery. We've got the new charger. And we have the tool. Pull out the filler cardboard. Very nicely packed. Right over here, we have our 4-amp-hour battery. Out of the box, this one has 2 bars of charge. Your mileage may vary. We have the new style basic charger. Great to see this because in the pruning saw, which is a new 2023 tool, came with the old style basic charger for some reason. That one still confuses me. And then we have the tool itself, nicely wrapped, and in this egg carton. So now, as we go to take the tool out, the first thing that I can tell is this is definitely a two-handed tool, just based on the size and the heft. We've got this nice rubber overmold here on the end. Feed, no feed. The auto feed trigger there, very nice, fits easy in the hand. Nice large drum that's going to have our cable on it. If we look at the nose, you can see there's a nice little protector right there. I don't know, I might try to save that for later, we'll see. Then on the back end, we've got our battery. We got a nice stand here to hold this up. So when it's retracted, you can see it is completely off the ground. Kind of nice. It's definitely heavy and a two-handed tool. I'm kind of intrigued with the fact that it's only a 3-inch rated drain. You might have larger drains, or the fact that there's not other available hooks for this, but obviously it's going to depend on the types of clogs you're trying to get rid of. 3-inch might be enough. The bigger thing for me is that 35 feet of cable. And we can see when we look at this, this has that new style Gen 2 or Gen 3 grip with the little hexagons in it. Forward and reverse switch right there on top. Be nice if it were a little bit lower, a little more like a drill, but we'll take that. And easily two-handable to be able to control if this needs to plunge down into something. Go ahead and put the 4-amp-hour battery on, and let's go ahead and listen to the tool for the first time. So you can see it spins that drum quite a bit. Now, one of the things I like about this is integrated all in one, and it's not separable, unlike other, your more basic augers. I'll show you one of those here in a bit. And so let's now take a little look at this, putting out the cord. All right, so now I've got the tool in my hand, and I'm going to be able to use the retract here, and we're going to go ahead and feed some of the cord out. That was back. You'll notice the drum does not stop immediately. It's not surprising because there's a lot of rotating mass there. Let me reverse the switch here on the handle. There is an arrow to indicate which way is forward and back. We're going to retract this. And so that came back rather nicely. So nice grip here, nice easy hold on the hand. It is heavy. It's relatively well balanced when you hold it two-handed. Not really a job one-handed. So as we look around the tool here, we've got some options that we can replace this if we need to. And it's nice that this is an all-in-one tool where the drill does not become separated from the drum. I've got another auger that I've used previously. Now for size reference, here's a different drain auger that I've used before, and it's been my previous drain auger. This one on the rear has a handle on it, but the real trick to this one is that I can remove the handle if I want, like that, and then I can attach this to a drill. Then I can have a drill in one hand and this little trigger powered attachment here in the front to be able to run the auger down, or put the handle back on it like this to be able to use it manually, which is great because I don't have to worry about there being batteries available or not. But I've got so many Kobalt batteries, I know I'm always going to have a fully charged battery available to use with this. But this is also awkward because you got the drill and you've got this being held in separate hands, not all in one. It is rather nice with the 3 bearings there in the front, as you can see on this drain auger here. And the other thing I like about this, I've had several of these in the past, that if the cord gets really rusted or it just gets so nasty and disgusting, I don't feel bad throwing one of these away after I've used it a few times because, I don't know, they're like 35, 40 bucks, give or take. And sometimes you just need to replace it and just accept it as a sacrificial tool. Now for the whole kit here being about $200 with the Kobalt, it's a little harder for me to look at that as being a reasonably sacrificial tool for a job. And in fact, if anything, the other bit of question that this opens up here to me is just thinking about storage. Because anytime you use one of these, the cords or the cable is going to get wet, it's going to get disgusting, and you don't want it to drip all over the place, but yet you also want it to be able to dry out. And so as we look around this drum, one of the things that I don't see are any drain holes. If you're using it all the time, you're not really worried about putting it away wet and storing it because you're going to use it again tomorrow if you're a commercial plumber, or I guess if you have a lot of plumbing problems or you're a property manager in an apartment complex, you know, that could be something for you, that this would make that job really quick and easy. Take a battery, throw it on, and go. Okay, so a little bit more about draining this. The official procedure is to take this plug here and a coin. In my case, I'm going to use this PB Swiss coin driver. Then you can remove this plug here, and this is labeled as the drain plug. So then you could pull out this cap here and then have this in the down position to let any water or moisture drain out. Now I have to tell you that one of the things I'm tempted to do is to drill a small hole through this, or maybe to not even put this back in But at the same point, I could certainly see where it's nice to be able to have all your water contained while this is spinning, that it's not going to spray water all the way around the room that you're working in if your hose is wet as you go back and forth. So I think there's some pros and cons for if you like it completely sealed like this or you want it more breathable. And they do give you the option with a quarter or a PB Swiss coin driver or a Phillips number 3 screwdriver, you can remove the drain plug and have easy access to your coil and to let moisture drip out. Just make sure you put that in the down position. So if the drain plug did not get you enough drainage, you could use a Torx T20 to be able to remove the cover assembly here. And then you have full access to your cable in case you need to replace it. There's a few of these screws you can remove it. I'm not going to remove it here on camera, but just a Torx T20 screwdriver will do that. It would have been nice if they included a Torx key in the kit to be able to remove that, but you might want to go ahead and pick up a T20 screwdriver so you have full access to everything you have in there, and obviously keep a quarter on you, or get one of those PB Swiss drivers for being able to drain out your coil. So I'm very intrigued by this, and I think overall this is a pretty good product from Kobalt. I really like the stand that this sits on, and the fact that the stand does have this little rubber on either side to make it non-marring. So if you've got a fancy floor or something else, you need to set this on, a sink top, to let this drain out perhaps over a toilet. You can do that without damaging the surface. Now, obviously, when you're using any device like this, make sure you use proper personal protective equipment, safety glasses to protect your eyeballs from flying sewage water, gloves, and anything else you need to keep yourself safe. Follow local building codes and everything else you need before using this here. But this is certainly a tool that, in my personal situation, this is a tool that I keep on hand, not because I want to have it, but because my family demands that I have something, because if the shower doesn't work or there's a problem, nobody's going to be happy in the household if the plumbing's not working. And so I can readily address something with this, or previously with this handheld tool there. So any questions or comments, let me know. Put it down below. Any other ideas about this tool or anything else you want to see it do, let me know. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a great day. Bye.